Hello, my name is Stephanie Azubike, and in this video tutorial, I will create and export a model using the Model Builder application provided with ArcGIS. The model I will design will merge multiple data sets together simultaneously. Okay, so I started off by opening up a map of North Carolina on my laptop, and on this map there are four different layers, which are the North Carolina cities, their collisions, particulate matter sites, and North Carolina counties. I will be adding three additional layers to this map. So I will go over to the add border button over here, click on it, and add the Durham County, Durham Rivers, and Durham Roads to the map. And to be able to highlight the three of them, I will click Control. I will hit Control and then click on the three that I would like to add. And once those are added to the map, I will go ahead over to my Arc toolbox to create a toolbox. And in order to create a toolbox, click on Add Toolbox. I will double click on this one, open it up. Once it's open, I will right click on the toolbox and click on New Model. New model. In this model window, I will drag the Durham Rivers, the Durham Roads, well, just the Durham Rivers and Durham Roads, because I don't need the Durham County. So I will right click on that one and delete it. Once those two have been added to the model window, I will go ahead and click on the search bar and type in the word merge, which has already been typed. Since I will be using the data management tool, I will drag this to the model window. Now I have to connect all five. And in order to connect that, I will click on connect and drag each one to the merge. Once I have connected all five to the merge bar, I will then double click and save this to my desired location and name. I will name this Durham 2. Once that has been changed, I will double click on the merge to make sure that I have no errors. I will now click Model and click on Model Properties. I will name this model as Model Durham. Model Durham for the label. And then I will give it a description, which is that this model merges Durham Rivers roads, Durham Rivers and roads. And I will check the store relative path name box and click OK. I will go back to the model and model properties and set the parameters that will be used in the model. I will then make sure that my iteration tab is correct, and this states the number of times that I want this model to run. One method of sharing my model with others is to export the model script. I will click on Model, Export, and export, and then I will select to Python script. I will save this output, and I'll save it as Durham2. Durham3. Save. I would like to export my model to graphics, so I'll go back to model, export, and to graphic. I will save this as a JPEG and change the file name so I can find it easily. I will save this as Durham2.jpg. I will now go ahead and save this model. This model has now been saved as a Python script and a graphics. I will now create a model that will allow anyone to define the input and output data sets. I start by clicking the insert button, data frame. In the data frame, after clicking that, I'll go ahead and minimize this. I will click the add data and add the Durham County data to the map. Once this has been added, I will go ahead and open up another model, a new model in the toolbox menu by clicking new and clicking model. I will drag the Durham County layout over to the model, and I will go back to the search button, the search window, and search for the clip tool. And once this has been loaded, I will add the clip tool to my model. I will use the connect tool to connect Durham County to the clip. I click on input features. I will now right click on the clip tool, and under make variable, I will highlight from parameter and select clip features. I will right click on this clip features. I will now right click on the clip features oval and select model parameter. A small p has appeared, which indicates that this model is not a parameter. Setting this as a parameter, which now means that I can select which area I want to use for the Durham County. I'll return to the search window and find the buffer tool. I will connect the output from the clip tool to the buffer tool. I will now connect the Durham County clip to the buffer output. I will double click on the Durham County clip and change the name to Durham Buffer and click OK. I'll double click the buffer tool and set the linear unit to 1000 meters. And set the dissolve type to all. I will now click OK. I will now right click on the clip features label and click on create label. This adds a label to the clip. I will now click on model and click on model properties. I'll give my model a name. I'll call it model Durham with no spaces. I'll give it a label down model, and a brief description, which I'll go back into in the table. I will now go ahead and save my model. And there it is. I have successfully created the model builder using ArcGIS. Thank you for watching.